Hello students, I'm the A-Level Guy and today we're going to learn about the alphabet of maths. Now what does it mean by alphabet of maths? Just take an example. For English, this means A and this symbol means L. Same way this symbol means E. In mathematics, we also have symbols and these symbols mean different things. They are known as mathematical notations. So let me write down a list of these mathematical notations and I'll define them. Okay, so this is a list of common mathematical notations that are used. So this upside down dotted triangle means because. Instead of writing the word because, we can use this symbol. Same way, this normal triangle with dots means therefore. This upper triangle with the base missing is and. A way you can remember this is that it kind of looks like an A, so it represents and. And the upside down represents or. These two straight lines that are parallel are used to say is parallel to. For example, if I want to write A is parallel to B, I'll write it like this. If I want to write B is parallel to C, I'll write it like this. This means perpendicular or is perpendicular to. For example, A is perpendicular to B or Z is perpendicular to F. Now this is a triangle. It can be used to represent change or a triangle. When it's used to represent change, it is written as delta. And in your exam sheet, you might see it something like this. But you can also use this symbol to say triangle. For example, triangle ABC, triangle IJK, right? But its main use in A-level mathematics is as delta. This symbol is called delta and it's used to represent change. For example, a change in y. A change in y would be delta y. A change in A would be delta A. So these are the two uses. This is used to say angle. For example, instead of writing the word angle, you can just write angle ABC or angle DEF. This is SQ dot. You can use this instead of writing square. It's just a short form. This is also pretty much understood. It's a rectangle. And this two parallel lines along with the GM means parallelogram. So these are our common mathematical notations. Okay, next we move on to intervals. And what are intervals? Intervals are basically ways of saying that for whatever quantity, let's say x, is in between some range. So let's say x is between 1 and 2. Or maybe I want to say that x is between 2 and 3. So I can use intervals to write these ranges instead of writing that x is less than or more than. So intervals have two types of brackets: the square bracket and the normal bracket. These are used in intervals. For example, I'm going to write x and what does this sign mean? This sign comes from the set theory and is used to say is a part of. It can also be say is an element of. A use of this would be, let's say you are a viewer, so you can be classified as a viewer. So you are in part of the viewers. So you are a part of the viewers, right? When I write x is a part of a to b with square brackets, this means that on the number line, I have two intervals, a and b, where a is always the smaller one. A is the lower interval, b is the upper interval. And both of these are included in the possible values of x. This means that x can be a, it can be any value above a, below b, or x can be b, and nothing else. Same way, if I write this means that x can have a value between a and b, but not a and b. So if I draw this on the number line, where my lower one is a, my upper range is b, then x can be any value between a and b, but not a and b themselves. Now there is another way in which we can combine these two. So another example would be, let's say x is like this, or is like this. So what this means is that x can be a, it can be any value greater than a, smaller than b, but it cannot be b. And here, because we're using this bracket with a, this means that x cannot be a, and it can be b. On the number line, it would look something like this, where a is included and b is not included. And over here, a is not included and b is included. And that is the alphabet of maths.